Welcome, everyone. Welcome. What a strange week this has been. Oh my gosh. It has been so strange. First of all, my schedule's been all crazy. And then yesterday, YouTube was gone for streamers. It started in the afternoon Eastern Daylight Time. And I don't know when it came back, probably within an hour of them having hundreds and hundreds of streamers go. What is going on? But I could not stream. That's what happened. There was something wrong with YouTube and it got fixed, and here we are today. So I've had 3 Twitch streams where I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to show you some of that stuff right now to catch you up on what we've been doing. I'm going to change my view. We are in the level 5 underwater base mechanics workshop. This is the mechanic for underwater base, and at level 5 there is this submarine, this little submarine that they are experimenting with. And it was really interesting at the time when Mixasa was available to us, and one of the designers, he was talking about that this was a real submarine. This was a special design for a real submarine that they had found, and that it was actually really cool. It had a name and everything. And so here we are. We have a hotel that has a airlock, where this is an airlock, by the way. How close are we to the daytime? I have to be really careful when I do this that none of the people are around, including none of the druids, because when I open this, it's water underneath, and it's perfect. It just works so perfectly. This is the way it is if you built it. If you did Minecolonies, this is actually vanilla. I haven't done anything in here. This entire thing is vanilla, and it's just magnificent. It actually is. So this particular submarine is different from the little blue scrubs that Mubian has for Aquatica that we're using as UPS trucks. Essentially, these little blue scrubs are UPS trucks, but we didn't have anything to be a taxi, and we have decided that this is going to be the taxi. And so in today's Twitch, and you can go and watch us, we actually extracted this taxi from the design so that we could put it in the hotel. And so I'm going to go to the hotel right now, and I'm walking through the shopping center. This is the visitors center. Right off there is the Mystic site, which is a part of the visitors center. There is a bookstore here just outside of the Mystic site. Some of the people who work in the center live here. And then this is the mechanics retail shop right here. And we're going to go through and go straight through. So we're going to the town hall center. That is Oakley. Oakley is working on her flower beds. And every once in a while she ends up there, but she's working on her flower beds. She is a florist. This is a market, a flower market. We actually have a plantation that Kylie, is it Kylie? Evelyn, sorry, Evelyn, that Evelyn is taking. This is our second Evelyn that we have. Our first Evelyn is the head courier, so she runs the warehouse, and she has opened the second warehouse that we have. But this Evelyn took over for Zora, who went to open a different flower shop near the hotel, which is where we're on our way to. And so we have people here. Are people waiting? Do I see any red? I don't see any red. This is good. Let's come here. Do I see red here? I don't. It's possible I might not be able to read through, but this is the town hall right here. We're going to take this route back to the hotel. So we're passing past builder shops. Vincentius Primus exploded. He exploded. And why don't we go this way? Yes, we're going to take this road so that we're not walking through the apartment building reception areas. We're taking the road. This is one of only 3 roads in the city that has a rail on it. And it does because these roads are so long that having rail was helpful for the couriers who did not want to use the scrubs. So we have a bunch of couriers that use scrubs, and then we have couriers that don't. So let me come down here. This is the hotel. I'm going over to here. Where am I going? There I am. If you can look under here, you'll see these little submarines right here. These little scrubs, these are our UPS and or FedEx or DHL or whatever. So this yellow submarine is not. This is a long distance sub, and this is in the warehouse. It's loading up in the warehouse. And the logistics subs, they come to the warehouse too when that submarine is not there. And that's our story. So now this is the hotel airlock right here. And there used to be, Mubian has one of the little blue and white scrubs here. But we are going to use the extracted submarine as a taxi. Mubian's little scrubs only hold 1 person and stuff, so they can put stuff in the back, but there's only room for 1 person. We needed a taxi, and so this is what we're doing. So let's get this. So in order to do that, I had to put the scan in my own style pack, Monster to Mermaid. Oh, look, I'm Cliffs. Every time I come here, it's different in the ID. And then I come here, and let's look at my scans. And I believe it is here in scans. No. Decorations, yes. So here it is, the sub taxi. So let's press the button, and there it is. So that is the submarine taxi that we need to fit into the space. So let me see if it does. It's going to be a tight fit. And it might actually be too long. And if it is, I'm going to actually widen this in order for it to work, because I really just love this piece. So let me look on this side. Is it too long? It is. Is it too long on this side? It is not. So this side fits and this side doesn't, and we need to turn it around. So let's turn it this way, and we're going to put it right here on this edge. See, it's on the edge of both, and then it's down right here. So let's move this back. What is this that we're looking at? We're going to right now bring this floor back 1 right here. We're going to bring this back to here and put it here. Oops. Here. Oh, it's easier to do it like that. Okay, and let's put this across. And now we've got this set. It's really amazing how intuitive this can be, and I'm really glad of that. Okay, so there is that part. And then, whoosh, let me get something. Let me get a pickaxe. Don't need the light right now. And we're going to take the pickaxe here, and we're going to remove this part of this section. Now see, it has that ridge along there, so that means we'll have to move the ridge back as well. So let's take one of these right here, and let us move the ridge back right along this part right here. So we have this. This goes back one more here on this part right here, and there's that and that, and that gives us this. So let's move across. Let's see if we can do it kind of evenly, and I think I can. And there we are, and then I'm missing one right here. Okay, so we just made this larger, and let me see if, let's try bringing it down now. Now I need to bring it down. Do I have it facing the right way? I do not. See, I need that side. No, I definitely want this to be here. And I'm going to have to bring it back again. Wow. It's okay. I had a feeling that I was going to have to. I don't want to do this next to the elevator. Nothing's going on here. So we can bring this back one more time here. I'm just figuring this out right now, which is why it's like this. Let me come here. No, let me come here. Where did it go? There it is. It's right here. So we'll bring this back out again, and we'll put that piece, and we'll bring it all the way to the end of this wood right here, and that should be fine, because we're just going to take this wood up and put in this right here. So in a way, it's good that this little stretch here goes into this area here, because that makes it possible for us to do what we're doing right here. And this is good. And actually have it look okay. So let's take this piece of glass and put there, and once again let's pull out this entire bottom part right here. So we're taking this whole thing away, and we're moving it back one more, and this is just to put in a taxi right here, which I love the idea of us doing. And so that gives the fins some room. And let's take this away. I have to be careful here that I don't, oh wait, this isn't here yet. It's like, wait a minute, that's not actually there, luckily. And there we are. So if this is like this, then this is not going to be the entry level anymore. It's going to be over here, and you could see it right here, this right here. Now they were using something to make it look like there was a ramp, and I think I would like to do that. And we have to, I don't think they're going to walk off of here. If I think something like that's going to happen, maybe I'll fix it. Shoot, where else are those ramps? I think there might be some in here. Let's go over to, where am I? Let's go over to here. I'm still not there. Now I'm a mermaid. Let's go up here and see if there's one. Yay! Excellent. So we'll use these. One of these and one of these to get that same walkway look that it has. So they're giving them a lot more space on the outside and in this area, but there's more than one here, and that's how I'm going to explain it. So this is big enough for the scrub, and it's also big enough for one of these. And so when it comes up in here, it has to be really careful, but it can come up into here, and I really like that. So then let's remove this for a second, and we're going to put in, oh wait, that's not there. Let's build it. That isn't there yet. So it's not going to take away the roof. It's not going to take away any of the light. That light might disappear. That light's going to disappear, and we'll have to repair it. There's one at the other end, which is outside, so we can get this piece right here to come back over and repair that when the time comes. And let's put their stuff here for a minute, and let's get the build tool back down, and here we go, and constructed. And let's X. And there it is. So there it is. We have it, and it is sitting right here. Let's repair this. Put that over top, and let's come here. And right here now we can put in a piece of this and a piece of this. Oh, not facing the right way. Why is that flat? Isn't that weird? It's not show. Oh, is that actually making that piece? How interesting. This piece isn't making anymore. It's gotten mixed up, and that piece isn't there. So why don't we just go ahead and put a second piece of this right here, like this opens up. And if this opens, where is the piece that's supposed to be here? It could be here, but I would prefer it to be here if it's possible. I don't think it is. Ah, thank goodness. It is possible, and that's perfect. They're not going to come over here. And if they are, well, you know something? Why are you standing on the fin? Why are you standing on the airfoil for this? So I would say no. So there's enough room for the engine in the back, and that makes sense. And this side part here, I'm fine with that too. I prefer not to make this smaller, this part here. It's bad enough that they walk on this anyway, on this rail. So let's say that this part is done. And now the question is, what color chairs are we going to put in here? So we closed up the engine. You noticed in the other one that they were working on the engine. We can go back and look. But we wanted to maintain the illusion that the engine under here was still here. In order to close that up and have the floor be flat, we needed to remove the engine. But shh, that's a secret. Other than that, this is actually connected to a really cool engine, and we'll show it to you when we go back to the shop. So it's open. So how do we want the seats? There's a seat here, and I think that it should be maybe they should just be slabs instead. Or should they be stair? Let me see what stair looks like. We'll have to make them out of wool, but let me just look at stair for a minute. Let's just use normal wood for a second. And so there would be one here, and then back here, there would be a seat here. It would have to face this way, and a seat here. So it takes two at a time. Maybe, you know how this happens, maybe there's an extra seat there in case there's an extra person they can sit in the window, and that'll be fine. Now remember these windows? What we needed to do with these, since we have the special glass, we're going to special glass this section. How? We can't. The only way we can do it is the way that we did the ambulances. And let's go find an ambulance for a minute. So we're spending a lot of time in the water today looking for things. So we're going to come around. Whoop, we're headed out of town. Let's come this way, past the sunken ship, and around towards the bay. This is the submarine bay with our two, those are concrete subs there. Somewhere over here. Yeah, there it is. There is the sub. I don't know that I've done it here yet. Did I actually change the glass on the front of this one? I did. Not. Fascinating. I haven't done this change at all. Let me look and see what this looks like. Where can I go in? Let me go in over here. There is an airlock right here, and I can go in right here. And then we'll wait for my eyesight to adjust for a moment. Way too bright. Ooh! And then we'll come over here and go in the sub. I want to see how hard it is to look out the ambulance here. Let's see what's going on. So there's the seat. Yeah, see? It makes it look like, yeah, they're supposed to be looking down right in this spot right here. But this part right here, I think I'm going to change for all three submarines. So there's two ambulances and the taxi sub. Hi, Laura. Laura is our doctor, our main doctor. She's first doctor, and Mildred is second, and Mauricio is third. We have three doctors, two hospitals, and a clinic. The clinic is not a hospital because it doesn't have an ambulance, and so it's just a clinic. Let's stay here for a second and let's try with this. So there is some wonderful new glass chipped, but it doesn't have panels. It has pane, but they're not using pane there. That's actually panels, and these are panes, so we can't use that. We have to use this, the white glass or tinted glass, and we'll see which one looks the best as a clear glass to use for that. We need a cutter, and here's the cutter piece right here. I forgot about the ambassadors. Nether ship might actually need glass as well. That would be interesting. So we have to look and see what these pieces are so that we can copy them. And so that's why we're going to go here. I think we can do it from the inside. Let's see if we can tell what this is. And that is glass shingle. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, and then this is glass panel, which I already have. We don't need to change the panel. We need to change the shingle right here. So let me see what it looks like when we change that. We're going to come back into this area for a moment, and let's put down this, and there's shingle, this shingle right here. And let's try separating, doing two. Nope, it says we only need that. Now we need that, and that gives us this. Well, let's see what it looks like. Let's do it with this instead. So we'll take these out and use this. And let's see which one is easier to look out of, because that's what we're trying to do. So let's pick that up, and let's take that and put it away for a second, these two. So we have the original shingle glass pane, and let's go outside. And we'll come here and work on this. So this is kind of what I've been doing, is working on a way to make it look like the people from Arnaaluk are actually going to... All right, we've got an interruption. That is a thunderstorm. And we do have people in Pitti who can be struck by lightning. So we're going to go over to one of the quarters for the druids, the druid quarters. This is the closest one up here. I'm going to quickly come here. We have people living in the trees, working in the trees, living in the trees. So we're going to come in, we're going to go to sleep. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but when there's a thunderstorm, it's some kind of strange effect it has on mermaids. And we end up sleeping till the next morning. It is now a little after 6 a.m. of the next day. And we'll come out. This is Druid quarters right there. And we're going to come around and go back to that airlock so that we can go out. We're looking at explorers. Those are explorers going down to the Exploration Center, which is a part of the university. And we've got some couriers who are getting fed at the Town Hall Cafe right there. And we're going to come down here. I know, look at all that stuff in there. There's lapis, there's all sorts of things in the ground. We're not taking everything out. And let's see what happens if we do this. I want desperately not to let water in, because it will make those disappear. So I don't need the whole thing. I just need these pieces right here. So it is shingle, and let us trade it. No, 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 no. Shoot, did it go away? Shoot, shoot, shoot. We added water. Put water in, but I think the water's okay. I think it just changed the which way the... Why didn't that do right? I don't know, but I'm gonna try. See what's floating there? That means there might be water inside. All right, so there's what those pieces look like. So they look like that. So they would be looking in. Is this one not here? This one's still not here. Wow, that's interesting. Well, we're lucky that all that got removed was the handle, and that it didn't remove those other pieces. I know But the only way that I can explain it to you is that when I get done streaming, I immediately get thrown into earth things that I have to do, and I never fully get back to try and do something here. So let me see. This piece isn't supposed to be here. This is supposed to be this, and there is water in here. Let me quickly get a sponge. What? So I'm so glad that those things stay now. Where'd my sponges go? I gave them away. It's P-O-N. I better get, no. Okay. Hold on. Let's do this. Stop talking. E. Let's come here. Sponges. O-N. I gave my sponge away. So there we go. So I just picked up the switch. Luckily, these stayed here. And I'm so glad about that, because those are the way that they are doing stuff. I'm afraid to touch them for fear that it's going to change them. So I think I'm not going to. The bed was here, and that's fine. So I just need to put the clutch back. And there it is. And let's just put this back right in front, right there, like that. And that shouldn't have opened anything. There isn't anything to open in this spot except the doors. And the doors were already open over there. And this closes up. I like the way they make it, that, see, that part comes down and this part folds up, and that's what closes these. That's what the white looks like. Let's look and see what the tinted looks like. And I'm going to try it. Nope, I don't have a choice, so I'll just have to wet it again. So why did I put the clutch back? All right, let's hold the clutch right here, because let's see if the tinted looks better. This is me experimenting with these magnificent designs. I love them. So we've got water showing here, but I think I didn't break that part. That part is still there the way it was. Okay, so once again, let's do this one, and no. Okay, let's put that there. That's not right. Look at that. That isn't facing the right way. And I put one in here, and it's supposed to be facing this way. Okay, I think that's facing right. This one wasn't facing right. Interesting. But now it is. So which one is better to look out of? Neither. I'm not going to be able to use those. Let's come here. Let's take these things for a second. Wait, let's go to, let's go to here. Let's go to here. These don't work. So I'm going to try something for a minute. Let's bring both of these down and a cutter, and let's make a stair instead. So let's come back here and see if this is easier than that to use. Be very careful up here. Don't want to remove something by accident. So see, it looks like that. I want it to look like it's actually possible to drive this. So we're going to take, and I like the way the dark looks, So we'll use the dark and we'll put a stair piece there. So that's a stair, and right here, and we have a stair piece there. And so where they look out looks like that, as opposed to the other. Let me see how I feel about it. Let me see how I feel about it. Otherwise, I'm just going to use block. Oh, where am I going? I'm going too far. So the submarine is here, which means that the entry is, wait. I'm turned around. The entry is here. Yeah, I thought I was going too far away. And my eyes, it's so bright. My eyes get used to being underwater. And then I come back and it's so bright. Okay, I don't need these two. Let me put them here for a minute. Let's go back in and let's see what it looks like. I think they could see out of this, but I don't want them to. I think we're just going to use block. And since we're just going to use block, and we know we are now, let's make these go away. All of these here. Let's make that go away. I will put this back in a second. Let's come here and bring these down. It was just an experiment. And I'm going to need the sponge maybe. And let's take these and put these away. And put the concrete away for now. And let's go to glass. And let's see if we want the clear from chipped. Because we could use this glass as well. This glass makes a really nice connector. So let me see what it looks like. Are we ready? I know I'm going to want this. So since we're putting in glass, it will look like, I'm not close enough. It'll look like that and like that. So where they look out of is like that. And so let me put the clutch back right here, turn it forward, and everything's good. Yeah, I definitely want that. So we'll do that with all the submarines so that when they come in, that is the glass that they're using to look out of. And technically, this should be glass here, or they're using some sort of thing where they can see behind them. Let me see what happens if we put glass here. What is this? Oh no, we can't. Okay, so we'll leave it. They're using some, we'll say they're using some sort of technology to see behind them, some sort of sensing system, and that sensing system allows them to be able to maneuver and go up and down and see behind themselves. So there's one submarine. Let's go to the other. So the other hospital is in the university hospital, which is down this hallway right here. And we'll have to use the exploration airlock in order to get to the university hospital submarine. And it'll be much easier because we're just going to take out that block. And so these are our explorers. It's nighttime, and a lot of times they're doing maneuvers at night, around. Isn't this cool? This is the same block that we're using for this room to give the explorers this view that they have, which is really cool. Let's come over here, and here is the submarine. I think we can exchange it. That's what I want to find out right now. If we can, just go ahead and take this block and go bloop, and take this block here and go bloop, and there it is. So this is the front. This is where they look out of, and you can see that they can see above and below themselves and to the side, and then they're using technology to be able to do the rest. So that's 2 submarines. I said there were 3, but there's actually 4. I don't know that I want to do the blue ones. Let me see if I do the scrubs. Let me find a scrub over here, and we'll do the experiment with one of the scrubs. So the scrub viewing is right here. When you sit down in this one's not opening. Why not? Because these do open. Let me come back to that one with the trapdoor. Oh, I forgot about you. And you're done? Did he finish? Is this a level 5? No, it's not finished. Look at the roof. He's not done. So there's another one there, which means there's 2, because there's another submarine like that in the place, and we'll find it in just a moment. Let's find let's go to here, come through. This is where we're headed, right to here. Is this sub? The outdoor subs don't open. Interesting. But the indoor ones do. These do. These right here. And it's the same technology. See, when you come in and you close it, I just wanted to see where you're looking out of. And you are looking out of this top block. So this is the block that is changed. And that's what I wanted to see. Okay, so we can get out, whoosh, and we'll be able to change that block for each of the scrubs, that this is the block that they're looking out of. That one right there. And that's cool looking. So we'll be able to count how many of these there are. 1, 2. Here's a third one here. 3. Are we close enough? And around the corner here, here's one here. This one has completely different glass, but we're going to give it... Ooh. Can we change this one? We did something weird with this, so I'm not sure we can change it. We can't. We did something weird with this one, and we can't change it now unless we take this away, and right in front, see right there like that, put that, because in actuality they're supposed to be this way, I guess, and this is supposed to be the engine. That's how the other ones are, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they're the same. See, the seat is sitting right there, and that's where they are. Hold on, let me go to the others for a minute, because now I'm confused. The outside ones have me confused. So let me go to the inside ones and see where they come. Yeah, they're sitting in between these two engines right here. So, okay, fine, I get it. That works. And I didn't have to, that's how it is, that part is the engine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we've done 4 of them. That's this one right here. And then we don't have to do the big submarines because they're fine. There's 2 more. There's one in the farm country, the one at the second, the one that we came from. Uh-oh. Bear emergency. We've got a bear emergency here. Let me do something. Let's put this here. Let's come here. Let's get this. Is there some place that this bear can be? Is this thick enough? Is there any housing here already for a bear? There is not. So if we were going to do bear housing, I beg your pardon, we would have to come into here. Let's come in here. I'm going to need a couple pieces of this. And let's see how far back we can go. Oh, we can go deep. Good. So we can make a lovely cave right in this spot here. And see, there's ice here for the bear can be on. So now I'll have to, can I reach in from her? From here, I can't. So let's come here, and there we go. And let's bring her over to here and bring her inside so she can get warm. And there we go. I think this is big enough. We'll see. No, you don't like it? It's not big enough? She's facing out. Oh, now she's facing in. It's not big enough. Let's do this. Let's take this side here. And now it's big enough. See, now she's going back on her own. You don't have enough room to turn around, do you? You don't. I don't want to hit her, so I have to be super careful. There we go. Okay, because then she won't stay in the cave. So there we are. She's happy now. Okay, good. So we can put this back. We don't need this. And we were headed towards the second warehouse, where we will have to do something with, oh, we don't have to do anything with opening it because they don't open. See, this bear is a part of this house. Yeah, see that house right there? And look, see? Okay, so we don't have any problem there. That bear is fine. Uh-oh. I've been traveling too much. Let's come down. Where am I? Oh, we have farms there. Here we are. Okay, good. See, because we have this sub right here, and this one has, this is different. This one here, and this is going to be a problem. See that right there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the outside. So we're going to make it longer. We're going to make it do this. One right there. Do I need more than that, or do I just need that one for it to look through? I thought I could go through this. Yeah, I can. I can climb down in this one also. And then close the lid right here. And so I'm down inside. And if you're down inside and you're right here, scrunched right here, that's too far down. It actually needs to be right here. So if it's right here, then I don't have to do anything to that front one. So I can take that front one, let's come here, and I need to close this so that there's no water inside. And we'll take this off and put one of these back. Oops. Tell me that's a panel. Tell me, hold on. That's block right there. And that's block right there. But this is a panel in front of me. What did I do with them? Did I make them all go away? This one wants to be a problem. This absolutely does. This particular, no, it was this one that wanted to be the problem. And it's not being a problem because we're just going to take the piece and put it right here like that. And now we can see inside, and that's where they sit, and that's how it is. So that's that one. Or were we supposed to be putting it beyond? Ah, like that? We could expand it like that. And then could we put the inside piece right here? Is this a flat? Yes, it is. See, this is what begins to happen with these. I'm going to let this one be back. And there is a place for the person to sit, but see what happens there? And this is what happens with these. I would need a panel piece right there to go on the front right here, and then there'd be enough room in there. And here I would need a panel piece right here. So that's 2 panels. So let's go to cutter. Let's get a cutter. I've got this, but I need more. For this glass to make the panel, probably need about that much. And for the blue, what color is it? This one or cyan? Or no, it's definitely light blue. It is. All right, and mermaid that I am, we're just going to do this outside here. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. And I need a panel. So no one's tried to make a panel out of this light blue. So there is no, oh wait, sorry. That's me. That was me. No, that was me. That was totally me. Forgetting to press that second button. Sorry about that. And I was going to blame it on them. No. Okay, so here we go. So what I want to do is I want to remove this one right here, and we're going to put a panel right there. And now it looks like there's room for the person to sit. And then when this opens up, that is where they are. I'm fine with that. And this right here, we're going to remove this. This is going to be tricky, but let's see if we can do it and put a panel right there. How did it do it? It didn't. See that? All right, so there's a panel. So now I have to go in and fix that, but that's okay. That's the least of it. So we'll get one of those again, and let's do B here. Let's get this back again, and let's put the clutch right here. We'll have it go forward. I think I like that. And there we are. And there it is. And are, is the water removed? It has to be. The clutch is staying there. So the water's removed, and they can look out, and one of these doesn't belong here. See that piece right there? That doesn't belong. Okay, and there we are. So now it has the 3 pieces across, and then it has this block sitting here. And yeah, this piece is not in line with these 2, but in a way that's kind of okay. I like it. I like that. This one's fixed. This one isn't finished being built, so we have to wait. And now we're just going to swim through the air. We're going to swim over to, not that way. There, to the balloon. And there we are. We're going over to the balloon area. And we've got one here. And that one's okay, but we need to finish this now. Yay, River! Yay! She's finished the train, the submarine that looks like a train. We're treating that submarine like it's a train. I love it. We're going to take this piece out right here, and we're going to put in this. And there it is. So that's where the driver sits. And we pretty much have to do that with all of them as we come along. We'll do that. We don't have to do it with this one. This one already has. Now, if we wanted to, and what we actually should do is have this piece right here, this piece, be see-through. So take that away. And we lost the clutch. All right, so we have to go in and fix the clutch. But other than that, I think it's okay. I think we let water in, so we'll sponge the water out. It's dry in here now. And we'll put the clutch back. No. What in the world is going on there? Hold on. Where was it? That's why, because the clutch is actually there. Nah, that's not gonna work. Nah. This has to be a full block in front right here. This is only a half. Bring this up to here so that the clutch piece sits on it. Let me do this. Let me get the clutches back. I don't need you right now. And so the clutch would be here, there, and there. So they're sitting here, looking out, and they have side views, and that's good. And then this is the door here to this one. And then we'll close that up, and that is that submarine. All right, where's the submarine that started this whole thing? Here she is, right here. Dun, 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 dun. So, right here, see we have these 3 right here. This is what they're looking through. So we're going to remove these and make them this. Now this might work, it might not. I'll have to see how I feel about it. See how it's cutting into the side of that? Yeah. I know Matt Lama and McSassa probably did all of the stuff on this, and that's how they got it to look the way they did. But we're going to have this here, and then we're not going to have anything over top of it because they need to be able to see. And so it's going to, the front of those subs looks like this. And we'll do that. And that gives us this. That's what we were after. That is what we wanted. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Now, is there anything I can do about the overlap? I don't think there's going to be. We'll just have to say that it's embedded in the sides of the ship, and that's what it looks like. It has to be embedded like that in order to be waterproof or in order to not pop out or something like that. Oh my gosh, that is perfection. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mubian. Thank you for Aquatica and some of the really cool stuff going on. Thank you for the hotel. Thank you to Matlam and Mixasa. Thank you so much, oh my gosh, for the beautiful builds that you have, especially these gorgeous submarines. And this is perfect. And now we have these wooden seats. So we're going to put green wool seats in here, lime green. So let me get a cutter again. And let's get some wool. We're going to do lime wool. Do you think it's going to get like dirty? Do you think people are going to spill things on it and stuff like that? Shouldn't we use the green? Let me see if I can stand it. We'll do a couple of these, and then if not, if it doesn't look good, we're just going to go for black or gray. Okay, so there's all of our choices right there. So let's come here. We're going to make stairs with domum ornamentum. And so put that one in, and we'll put this here, put this one in, and put this here, and put this one here, and put this here, and put this one here, and put this here. So what I just think that the bright green, even though it looks really cool, is just going to look too that's what the green one looks like, the lime. Let's see what the dark green looks like. It looks like that. Let's see what the gray looks like. If they were all gray, they would look like that. And let me see what it would look like if they were all black. They would look like this. Whoops. This. And so now let me see what we want. I think we want a black seat here. No, I think not. I think I'm going to go with the lime. I like the coloring of the lime with the whole feel of the cabs. It just seems nice. That's what we want to see. That is what we want to see. Oh, that is perfection right there. Excellent. Yay! So there is the new taxi submarine that is sitting here. Where does this taxi go? That's a good question. So far we don't have any place. This is an advertisement, I guess, for the fact that it should maybe go to the town hall, which we might be able to. The town hall's big enough. We have that one section. Oh, that would be interesting. We have that one section, and it would make complete sense. Let's go look. No, can't leave any tools. And let's have all of this go back. And let's look here. We'll take all of this down, including this. This sponge stays. That's all of this goes back. And let's go to the town hall for a minute and let's look. So this is the way the tourists would have to walk. Now, some tourists are fine with that, or they could take the streetcar, and some tourists are fine with that. But if they wanted to have a more scenic, more experience, the underwaterness of the sanctuary, it would be fun to offer them a way to get to here. So here's what we have that we don't need. This right here we don't need. So how big is this? We know we need 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gosh, it is just big enough. It is not enough room, actually. Which means that the forest here would probably end just a little tiny bit more. We'd have to have, instead of this doing this, this would have to come here, like this, right in this spot here, and right to this pole. So this part would be here like this, and then the rest of this, we're going to have to do a cutout, and we can do the cutout based on the ship itself. So let's put, let's go here. Let's go to Monster to Mermaid. Let's go to Scans. Let's go to Decorations. Yeah, and there it is. So let's see what it looks like sitting here. Oh, now that's a thought. But there's not, I don't think there's enough room that way. I think there's enough room this way. And let's look and see. There is. Look how close. But see, we're still in this area, so it's good. I could actually, let me see where this is. Yeah, and we're not against that. So that, oh my gosh, there actually is enough room. So let's bring this down for a minute and see which way the propellers are going to be. The propellers are going to be the other way, so that they come out of the ship like this. The propellers are on this side. So on this side, we're actually going to have a barrier, like a glass barrier, or we could continue this piece right here along this edge, right here like this, all the way to here. Oops. So that it's like they are looking at this area right here. And on this side, let's do the same on this side as well. Right from the door, we're just going to go ahead and pull this part out right along this side. Now, where on the front piece right there, that's what I'm going to have to see right now, what I want to do about that. You just saw that, right? But they just passed over that. Okay. So they're used to being able to pass through here. And technically, there's nothing here except what I just put here. We're not going to be able to use this. We're going to have a full glass wall here to change their pattern right in this area. Because we just saw one of the druids just jump over it. And so we do have pain. Do we want to just use panel? If we just use panel, that would probably be the best thing. This is pain here. So see how this is here, right here like this. So we're just going to go ahead and bring this up to here. They can't jump over that. I'm sorry. And we'll bring it all the way over to this part right here and put this in. Hi, Strong John. How are you? Welcome. Did you want to say something? And so we're going to put the panel in here, and we'll actually have to close this in just to make sure
I got this.
that they don't come this way here. They can get out here, and let's put this down so we can see how low it's going to be. So it's going to be right here like this, and there's water underneath, so that's not going to be a problem. And it'll sit here like this, but we absolutely need this right here because of them. And so let's move this out of the way for now. And you're doing good. And me, I'm actually having a whole lot of fun today. I'm having so much fun doing this. It's really quite fun. And so where'd it go? It went somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's put these here so I can see them. And I'm probably going to have to put something other than wood right here. I'm probably going to have to put the waterproof. So in my story, the concrete that's being used in this underwater base is a special mixture that the mermaids actually made a different mixture of concrete that is lighter and is also more water resistant. And how they did that is a secret that they give to the people who live, who are working here, because they have to make the concrete themselves. And so that is what we're going to say about this. Should we bring it? Yes, we should bring it all the way to here on this side. So when we do that, they will come to there for the submarine, and the taxi is right here. So there's plenty of room for them to walk around. This part just had this awards show right here. We don't care about that. Let me see how. So we don't care about it because we can move it someplace else. We can actually put this thing that's in the town hall, we could put it in the hotel in that area on the second floor where there isn't anything. We could actually put that as a memorial to all of those who have lost their lives fighting in Minecraft, in Minecolonies, in the world that these people are in. And that's what we'll say our story is about. All right, so let me X this. So now I'm going to take this block right here for a minute, and we're going to put a full block up here. You'll be surprised what happens when I start building something, that they come out of the woodwork to look at it. So they have here, these are pretty expensive, so we're going to keep track of these. These are 4 basalt pillars. 4 basalt pillars. And then the 4 different kinds of, there we go, the 4 different types Unfortunately, I am not going to have those magic things. I wish I could get them. I get it, but then when I put it back, I get just a normal. See, I'm just getting a normal one. So I'll have to figure that out still. And then, of course, diamond, gold, iron. Oops! Whoa! No, we didn't want water to enter that way. But it did help take up the carpet. Now, they built this. No, they didn't. That's right. They didn't. They didn't. Remember what happened? We were having trouble building it because I don't want anything on this side. So we're going to take this down to this full part here. I want this part. I'm going to have to figure something out there. I need that to go all the way back to there. Move this. I love when it does that. So we'll have to figure something out for the fact that that is going to come. It has to be underneath those blocks right there. And then we'll have to do with this, see this gray part here? We'll have to do with it what we did with the other. Let's take the basalt pillar. And I've got a memory of it. That'll work. I can't use you guys. Don't need this right now. And yeah, so let me look here. We're doing the white concrete right now. We might need this, so we'll put that there for a second. Let me see what I'm holding on to. I still have those. All right. Yep. So let me get an axe because this is Minecraft, and I'm going to axe out these sections right here. At least I don't have to worry about them falling into a hole while I get this part done, which is good. Let's get the pickaxe here and take this away right under here. And we have that. And let's axe this across since we have to go over here for a moment. We'll put this here. And right here, underneath that part, where we need to have that. Oops! Let's put in this. Right in this part here. All the way, all the way, all the way to the wall. And all the way to the wall. And all the way, yes. So now we will actually have transportation through the entire city. There are 150 people who live here. We'll see how many end up living at Pitti. And what time? Oh, good. We're still within the hour and a half devoted to Arnaaluk right now. And then we'll go over to Pitti and see what's happening over there. We'll have to help them do things. I'll see what I want to do with this. But we definitely want to suggest that this does this. What's underneath? How far down? Oh, now here's something we did not think about. Oh, you're kidding me. I did not think about that. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about this. See this here? This is where we are. I would have to make a special area. We're down underwater here. This is underground, this whole part. It would have needed to come up from here, to come from here. Ooh. And come up through the roof on the side that the, oh my gosh, look at the mistake I've made. That would actually solve a lot of problems except for this one right here. We would have to move the panels. Let me come up. So this is east and west. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is north. So this is east and west here. So if the panels are here, see we have these panels here. Well, let's have the panels be here. I didn't even think about that. But yes, there's no question that that submarine is small enough and what it's supposed to do and snug enough that it can cut across these tops the way the scrub can. Cut across these tops and come over here. And look how fast this would be from the hotel. So the hotel's right here. There it is. And it would come out. It can come and it can literally, it can come across here, across these rooftops right here. And these won't be here. And it just lands right here. And how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, oh, there's more than enough room. We can put 2 here and 2 here to replace the solars. Oh, there's only 3 here. Well, now we need 4. We need 4. So let's start with these. And the first ones are on the ground. And they can be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, was it? 5, let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look what I just did. Okay, and that puts that there. Let's put the stands here. Nope, back here. Because those stands are for this to go like this. 1. So these are here like this. We've got that. And then these are on top. 1, 2, 3. And so then we have this whole section right here. And what are we looking at? How tall is it? 1, 2, 3. So it's one more section up from there. So we'll just have to use this here. Put that, oh, I'm not gonna get it. So let's put this here. I'm not going to be able to use the same material. I have to figure something out for a second. Oh, I know how. I figured it out. Yes, you are correct. And then put these right here. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I only need 1,
to get this set done. And there we are. So, and then this can come down. And then we have, so we have one here, and see they're here like this in a row. So we can do the same with these. Do I have enough room to fit another set in? There. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like I do. I should start the other one sooner, I think. So let's come here and start this one here. Let's see what it's like if we do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And then back here, put this one. Oops, this one here, and we can put that there. And then we'll do this set. So, which is one here, 2, 3. Yeah, the solar panels underwater. Let's hope so. Let's hope we can do that kind of stuff. We may not have the technology right now, but that would be something if we can do solar underwater as well. And now we need to bring this one, a piece of this, and set it right in the middle, right here, and that will allow us to have that piece. There, come over and over. So we have 2 more of these to make. So there's that set. And then we will take, this is where we are. See right here, this is it. This is where we removed the ground right in here. So we'll just go ahead and put all of that back. So luckily we didn't do anything too permanent in those places. Now they only have 3 here. I like the idea of having the extra one. So I think we are going to do an extra here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually have 4 of them all together right here. 1, 2, and 3, and come here and put this part in right here. There we are, and here we go. But yeah, and finally right here, let's put this one in. We can see where this is. We're putting them over top of this. So this is actually north-south, and that was actually east-west. So we had them the right way. They have them, so now when I'm turned this way, this is north-south, and this is east-west. They had them facing this way so that the sun came over the top this way. Matlam or Mixasa, did you do that? Did you do that? Is that the correct way they should be? That they come over, that solar panels come over that way? Because if it is, then we can just take the ones that we're putting here and turn them this way. Turn them this way. And then there will be 3 here, rather than having them here. I'm not sure. Anybody who's watching want to let me know. I would be happy with that. We're going to remove them from here. And how much time do we have? No, I'm not done. I want to do more here. I want to put in, so how is this going to work? How is this going to work? How would they be able to come down from here and not flood the whole place? This isn't going to work. Aww. I'm going to have to think about it, because what I think I'm going to have to do is build what we built for the thing. So I'm glad I only removed one of those so far, because I might not be able to do it. And maybe that's the thing that you saw, isn't it? Isn't it? That's what you saw, wasn't it? Wasn't it, John? Strong John. That is probably what you saw. So for right now, I am going to think about this, because what it means in order for us to do this is for us to dig down to like here. And you see this right here? You know what this is? If I'm not mistaken, this is the mine, but I could be wrong. You see? Or is it just something that was here? Maybe it's just something that we started to build and then we didn't. But we would have to go under here and dig out enough so that the ship can come out to the submarine bay. Here's the submarine bay right here. So we would be digging a canal for the submarine bay. I wasn't thinking. That doesn't change the fact that I still want to do it. I beg your pardon. It just means that what will happen is it's going to take me longer and be a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Because from here, from right here, we'll be doing we're going all the way over, I think, to over here. Where that tower is and this is means that it's right here. That's not that far, and it would make a difference in their lives. And I really like the idea of it. So yeah. So these are the new solar panels here, and this is where the solar panels were. So there is a solar panel missing, so we'll put them back where Matlab and Mixasa designed them to be in the beginning, and we'll do that. When I come back tomorrow to this part, and I'm not leaving, I'm going to Pitti. I want to spend some time in Pitti. This will still be here, but what we will be doing is using a Tyrian steel shovel and axe to dig a canal, and I'll actually have to figure out how this canal, the easiest way for this canal to go over, because there are glaciers, to come over to where we need it to come over to. See, we're inside housing area now. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to take it
this is where we're going, right here, and it really is short to over here. It's just going to take, see, that's short. That's where they want to do it rather than taking the thing. It's really short. So, up. There's my first. I'm not moving. There we go. So it's short. So from right here, I'm stuck in the ice. From right here to right underneath here, right to here, right over to here, right to this bay, because this bay, all of this is clear right here. We cleared this to be able to have, I can do it with a scan tool. Yes. So it's more likely that tomorrow, when you come, I will have used a scan tool during Twitch to remove that portion and to try and get, it's going to have to be done in little segments so that I don't remove the supports for these areas here. See, there's supports here, so I'll have to find a way. And there it is right there. Look how easy this is. So we're just going to come down far enough right here so that we can go straight out here along this post line and turn right here, and this is it. And that's it. So it's just going to be a little road. It's going to be a little road. It is. So let me find an airlock. I know there are airlocks over here. So let's go back over here. So this all started with wanting a taxi to be sitting here rather than a UPS truck. And that's what we were doing. So what do I have here? At least I saw it before, you know, I did too much damage to either. It's like, wait a minute, how am I going to get the roof? Water. Water, come down. Water, come down. Yeah, which would, I don't want to do that. I think I'd rather dig under and have them come up and have it be sort of like a little dedicated place. So this takes a person straight to the town hall center. So they'll be right at the center of the city. And if you look on the map, so we're here right now, and the center of the city is, can I recognize it now? Let me see if I can. I think the center of the city, I can't recognize it. I could always recognize it on this map, but I can't right now. Huh. How interesting. Yeah, there was always this big piece of ice. And we'll see when we go up. But for right now, we have a couple of things that we're supposed to pick up from the warehouse for Pitti, and that is, let's put these away. Let's bring this down. We need, the sponge can go here. This is one of their tools. The tag tool can go up here for right now. These things go back in my stuff. These things right here, they're not supposed to be there. All of this is all mine because of the fact that the Tana actually built the town hall because of the problems we were having. You can actually go back and look at what was going on at the beginning when we were building this and see why we did that. It's not necessary anymore. The problem that was caused, or the thing that was causing that to happen has actually been changed since then, which makes it much easier to build underwater, especially if there's ice on top of it. And that's what was happening. They were taking the ice away, and that would cause the ice to freeze overnight back. And they kept removing the ice, and they weren't getting anything done. And so that is the thing that we saw. Wait, I don't have anything with me. I have to go to the warehouse and get stuff. Let's quickly go to the warehouse. Quickly, people. But yeah, that was so wild. I wonder if that's what Strong John, not sure, but whatever. Thank you for being in chat. And so let's come here. Let's come to this part. This is where the first of our storage units is. There is the submarine right here. We're going to go up to the book. We need gravel, and we're going to get enough gravel for them to have. And let's look here. Let's look for wool. Let's see if there's a black one now. There is not. Okay, let's look for gravel. And there's 4,000. That's not a lot when you're making concrete. So it's upstairs. I don't see any indicators. Down here, 4,000 would be lots of green indicators in the warehouse, and there we have them. So I didn't sort it. So let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we're going to need more than that. I don't think so. Let's put this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then let's go to the other warehouse. So we're at this end. Let's come here. Truck? Huh, okay. There was a loud sound outside. Yeah, it's a truck. This is going to be neat when this is here. I'm actually going to like it, so that's not going to be a problem. That? Do you think for us?
It sounded too far away, but I'll check.
Okay. All right. We're going to come. Actually, we need to go through. Uh-oh. Oh, look what we've got. We've got a ticker. We've got a twitcher. Did they repair themselves? Whew, good. Thank you, Minecolonies. When they get stuck sometimes, they'll teleport. And sometimes when they teleport, it's not a good teleport. It's almost like they're using an incantation and they get it wrong. And so then they're trapped in the Twilight Zone. And I used to have to restart the game to get rid of that. But in this, especially since in this last month, that seems to be one of the things that I have not had to do, is to correct for that, to get out of the game and get back in, to correct people getting stuck, which is really nice, and is what happens when you have a dynamic group of developers who are working on things because they play the game. There it is! Yahoo! There's our piece of black wool that we needed. This yellow carpet is mine, so I'm putting it back. But the wool belongs to Pitti. I don't think I gave them one. We still don't have this. This is the most difficult thing to get delivered. And wouldn't that be interesting if you can't get food delivered? You have to be able to get food delivered. We're just not making enough. And that's what's happening. So I might have to do it from Pitti, to get Pitti to make the steaks for us while they're still at a lower stage. We're at a level 5 stage here. So all of the meat dishes use up all the steaks really quickly, all the beef really quickly. So they don't get a chance to steak. Unless, hold on, there's one other possibility. I just thought of something. And if that's the case, that's actually me. What if they don't make them? What if that's something you have to teach and I took that away, or I didn't teach it? Now she is Paloma is actually our first cook, our first chef. We have 3 cookeries. This is the 3rd one that's being built now. Paloma actually came to do this cookery because of her high numbers. See, she's a 9175. That as a chef, let's come here, that as a chef in a 2, it wouldn't hinder her. And so that's why we did that. Let's look at smelting. Sure enough, that is exactly why we're not getting any. So let's get a steak, a beef, steak, beef. Yeah, let's get a piece of, so we need a piece of beef, just as a sample piece to put right here for the recipe, to teach the recipe, and we put this there. Lesson learned. Wow, all this time. I don't think I've taught that to anyone, so they don't have that. Probably because in the beginning, the cooks actually will make those food. The restaurants themselves will cook those foods. And so the cookery, there's not really a need to do that in the cookery. But it just occurred to me, I'm having one of those kinds of days. Oh, Vincentius. This is really interesting. So you know that tonic? I'm wondering, because I'm having a day where I'm much more able to see something that I've been doing all along and don't have an answer to, in the weirdest kind of way. It's weird. Do you think that would be it? That would be interesting. That's curious. Because it's definitely happening. I've had 3, this is my 3rd thing that's happened where I did something different from the way I normally do it. And it's like, why haven't I been doing it that way the whole time? What in the world? So, yeah, so that's why we weren't getting any steaks for the university, because no one knows how to make them right. Let's say no one knows how to make them right. You know how hard it is to do steaks, unless you're on a barbecue where all you have to do is go slap and let it stay there for 2 minutes and slap it over on the other side and then take it off after you've brined it, or they don't brine, they brine chicken. What do they do with steak? Do they, I think they salt it. they salt it ahead of time. I'm not sure that they do. I think they only do that with lesser cuts of meat, right? I don't think they actually do that with, yeah. Yeah, I thought about taking out this to put it in there, but I really and truly want that forest piece. And this is fine here. I think this is going to be fine. It's a little clunky, but that's what happens in cities. They kind of sometimes can be clunky because of things that are put in later. It's like, well, now we need an airport. Now we need helicopters. Now we need trains. Now we need subways. And so, yeah, even though the city's been there for how long? Uh-oh. Now we are lagging. And it's almost as though I reach a point. And when I reach that point, I have to restart or something. Are you having trouble? And look at this. I'm not going to get to Pitti. This is what happened last time. But it is breakfast time, and I think those people are coming in for a late breakfast. So we'll leave them. I can't see it. Wait, why is it saying? Whoa, it doesn't show. I forgot. It doesn't show in a different city. So I would have to make a list of what I need. Are you going to get something?
Check for the tree, and then going to the gym.
Oh, you're going to the, oh, okay. I was hoping he was going to get something to drink. I should get something to drink right quick. All right, so we're sitting on the balloon and we're ready to go back to Pitti. I am just going to take a drink for a second. I'm down at the bottom of that juice drink. And it has pulp in it. It has pulp in the bottom. So that's why I'm getting a sip of water before. Let's put up the door. And let us look here. Let's put this back. So we're here in the blue and we're going over to the yellow. And we're coming here and we're going to press this button on the balloon. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was slow. Are we in it? Are we actually in the balloon? I did something wrong. I wonder what I did wrong. Did I change them by mistake? Hold on, let me see why I ended up inside the balloon. I was supposed to end up right here. So let me look at the numbers. 14, 806, 133. And let's go to here. Let's go to here. Let's go to edit. Yeah, we're going to have to do something. Edit 14, 806, 130. How did that get changed to 9? 3. That was 133, and it's supposed to be 801. Let's close this for a second because I'm on the wrong. Oh no. Oh yeah, definitely am. I'm supposed to be on this side. I'm supposed to be on the 801 side, which is right here. And when I did it, it was 801 right here like this. I could do it back to 800. So let me check that for a minute. We have to get this correct. 800. Look how it says that again. 800. Look how this number changed. 33. That's what happens. Save. Tell me why that's happening, Journey Map. Why did that happen? Okay, and close. And it should be correct. Let's hope it is. It's daytime, and there's one of the druids right there. We're going to get off, and this gets closed up. Now, if we had any luggage, it would be in here, or on this side in here. Those are the luggage bays, and the luggage has already been taken off. And then we come in here. This is the druid station. We might do something to make it a little bit more of a station, like not so much a customs or something, just some place where if someone is concerned about the fact that they're on land, skeleton land, that there's information there to help put their minds at ease. And here is Leandro. Leandro is working on a new house right here. This house is going to be for Bode, who is the librarian at the present moment. He's helping Ezra. Ezra is our kid. She has been doing most of the research. Yep, we're at that point. All right, so this is actually something. Vincentius is went away. He's downstairs, but I'm going to have to ask him why this happens. This is almost exactly at the same place. It means we have to get out and get back in. So we're going to Curse Forge and we'll get back in. If any of you has an idea of why it does that, inquiring minds want to know. All right, let's look at and see if anything has changed. Nothing has changed since this morning, so we're going to hit play, and we're going to have NeoForge launch the launcher. And there's the launcher, and so now we're going to have the launcher, the Minecraft launcher, launch the game. So we're waiting for the game to be loaded and come back, and NeoForge is showing commercials. Commercial. It's after elections where my sister is, and so a lot of the commercials have gone away, and they haven't quite been replaced yet with some other commercials. So, yeah. There were elections this past Tuesday. Primaries? I don't know. I mean, I know in Oregon, where I live, the election was mostly locals. And this is probably mostly locals too here. Let's come here, and the game is loaded, so we're going to quit Curse Forge, and we're going to come over, and now single player. Now we're going to go to have the world load. So the world is loading. I don't have anything running. A lot of times, certain things, when they run, there we go. We are back. I'm just going to stay here for a minute and let it load in. But I don't have, the only thing that's running is pages. because I have records, Akasha records. I have records of the people there, and of course OBS. But that's it. But I don't know what it is, and we'll figure it out at some point. So there's a new house going up here, right here, and right here is where the people come out of the balloon to go, and we don't have any pathing yet, but we're going to have to make it so that the people can either go to the restaurant right away, and if they do, I would like them to go around this tree and through here. This is the restaurant right there, so we can make a road through in this area, but I'd like it to be more of a path, more not really a really strong, you know, heavy tarmacy road. We're not doing any rail here or anything like that, so at least not in this area right here, because the town hall is there and this market is here. And this market, we have this section. Speaking of the market, let's take what I've got on me. It's almost 6 o'clock. Everyone is going to go home at 6:30. Deliza is right
late to
there,
work.
but we're just going to put in the stuff that we brought back. So we'll put in this. All of this is mine, and yes, so we can put these here and that. And now we can see Leonardo. Oops, boink. The red bed. We should be able to make red. And dark hook fence, we were going to look at it there and see if there was any. We're just going to go ahead and make it. And we'll do it like that. And there's our dark oak log. We'll come here and let's make those pieces. So let's come to here and get dark oak. And there's oak and there's dark oak. Let's get the dark oak first and hope that both of them are together. They're not. So right here, we just need this. Let's take this one and let's take this, because we have to make that dark oak for both of them, for both builders. So right here, we need 29 for Leandro, and Brittany needs 11. So right here, let's take these and this, and we'll make 29 first. There's 29 and 11. And there's 11. And so that is how much there is of those. Now a bed, I've got 2 pieces of oak here, but I don't have any wool, red wool, and I need to make red dye. Let's see if I have any red wool. That's right, remember? I added 2 pieces of wool so we could make the bed when the time came. I did indeed. There it is, the 2 pieces of wool. And we're just going to go ahead and make some more of this right now. And is that it? Or does it need, it needs 3. I didn't add enough. So let's come back here. Let's look at, I'm not using medication, so I'll have to find something else to dye a piece of a piece with. So let me see what I've got here. Let's look at flowers. No. Dandies. Let's look. I don't have any dandies. Ooh, that's not good. Poppies I do have, but they're not all together. Let's go back. Let's sort. And let's try that again. We don't have that much stuff, so I'm going to do it like this. There's one of these roses. Let me see if I can get this rose to give me some red. It wouldn't give a Minecolonies person red, but it might give me red. So, well, because I'm the player. So let's come here and let's look, and sure enough it does. So we just need one. I don't want to use them all. We can use beets for red, and hold on to the flowers. So right here, I think this is all I need. I think that's the way that works. It is. And then this and this and that. So now I can take these pieces and put them here. And I believe that that is everything now. So dark oak fence and dark oak fence and red bed. So that's how close they are to being done with their projects. When Brittany is done with her project, she is going to begin the new I can't tell if that pig, it's nighttime. Let's go sleep. I can't tell from right now. I think that pig is trapped there. I think we might have to carry them off of that cliff. Let's go over to our bed right here and go to sleep. So yeah, we can't use the, we were thinking that we would use this balloon, but we can't use this balloon because this balloon is the supply camp. So it's much better if we use the taxi, and it turned out that that was the best idea. We did put in this part, we could fill this with grass here. This is meant to be able to put anywhere and fill. It was going to be filled in with sand, so that's why there isn't anything here. And so we'll just fill this part in for right now, because this is what I feel like doing. Now we only have one courier, despite the fact that we have a house, a large courier place, because we are trying to keep everything sort of low-key until we have everybody, until we have everything that we want, so that we don't have a food problem. Because right now, Romina, our restaurant owner, who is right here, she can still cook because she's a level 1. Up to, I think, a level 2, and then they start wanting more stuff. That's all that she has left there. Let me look, and let me see what she has on her. So, whoa, that is too small. So is she asking for things?
What can I do for you?
What's she asking for? She's asking for fuel. There are no more pork chops, so we'll cancel that. There's no more steak or pumpkin pie or beef, so we'll cancel those. Let's come over here. Let's look. Are you okay? Do you need to go over to Riley? the doctor and see what's going on with you. So we're going to take that off the list, the salmon and the pumpkin pie. There's none left because we have a courier, so that means there isn't any. So now we can start serving this. We did have some pork. It's all gone. In the things that can be served, bronze, something in gold. In the things that can be served down here, we're going to be able to serve squash soup. We're going to be able to serve potato soup. And I think those are in the warehouse already. We have mountains of that at Arnaaluk, and those can actually help. That's just a reminder right there. A menu lacking quality food may not satisfy your citizens. We're not there yet, thank goodness. So we're going to get to use all the foods that no one will eat at Arnaaluk because they've gotten all level 5. Level 3, 4, and 5.
The roof is so precarious it rains on my head.
In this roof? It shouldn't. And there we go. So she just delivered.
What is it?
I want to see what she delivered to you. So now it's saying this. Why would it be saying steak? Cancel, cancel. There's none of that. Did she just deliver fuel? That would be around the corner. Aha! Yes! And there we go. So the soups are now being delivered. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. So we've started. We used all the old food. There were potatoes, baked potatoes that they weren't. There was some pumpkin, although we still serve pumpkin at Arnaaluk, so we didn't take it all. Things like that. And so she's bringing things. There should be cod.
Right away.
Inventory. No, they're going into the main. They're going into here. Did that go into here? She doesn't have. Okay. So we need some logs to be worked, and that begins to remind us of the fact that yep, she's working it. And let me see, did he finish? Not yet. Both of them are working, and we are reminded of the fact that we need to make a birch slab to be used. So I'm just walking through and I don't happen to see any. So let's look for birch. And there it is, and there it is. And yeah, there probably isn't any. We're going to take 2 of these and make this much slab. So we're going to make that, and that's going to be enough. Make that. Nope, wait. This one here. That there, and this here, and this. Put there. This. Put there. Do we want to make some of this just in case they need it? Sure, why not? And now we can put all this. We have the luxury of the fact that this is brand new, and so it's pretty empty here. Eventually it will fill up and we'll do something different. But for now, that's what we've got. Okay. Let's go out behind her. And it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It can be pretty dark in the forest part here. So when we have this done, this right here, this will be fun. Something's wrong. So let me find out where Brittany is and why. Is she sick? Riley is here and no one's here with her. Brittany is right. No, that's not where she is. Let's look again. Let's look over here at her house and see. Where is she? Where is she? What is that? See that right there? That's Penelope, I think. No, that's Riley. Where's the builder? Okay, let's look. There she is. Was she actually downstairs? Oh no, you know what that is? That's one of those things where we're both doing the same thing at the same time. I was looking for her. She was going the other way. Let's see. This could come this way. And then come to this corner here. And come up. We'd have to let these go for a minute. Come over to here and come up to here. We could do that. We actually need to make a real bridge. But while we're waiting for the bridge, let's come here. See that? Do you see how far down they're going to get across? That's what I want to fix. So let's come to here. Let's bring this down and let's see what we can do about that. I'm going to need one of these. I'm going to need one of both. I'm going to need one of these because I really don't like that. And we're going to need a lantern, aren't we? Or we're going to have to do it in the daytime. Let's come down and we'll do it in the daytime. I think I'm just going to put this here. It should actually be this rather than this right here. Let's go ahead and put that in. See, we have this walkway here. And this is actually, here we go. Let's come here. And let's come to the end of this platform right here. And no one is technically supposed to be coming this way, so we might have to put something there to keep them from doing that. These pieces here, I still need this. I'm still working on that, and we'll come down here and look. So the people who came here
some of them are people who wanted to start a new city and who were excited to be a part of a new build, and some of them are those. Hi. Okay, and so so that's some of the people. The rest are druids, and so we are really trying to pick druids to actually work here. So we need people who at least have druid abilities as well as some other abilities. And there she goes. She's almost done. She's putting in the gravel that she was waiting for, and she's getting done with that. And over here is covered. Look, the tree's covered, but he doesn't have any torches up yet. So he's going to start putting in the he's still putting the leaves on top. See where the leaves are missing from there? You can't see that, or you can barely see it. Let me come here and have a light in my hand so I can come down here. See that part right there? That's what he's working on. And so we're going to see some of these lights here. Bode doesn't feel good, and he's probably upset about having to walk. He is. Okay, I know what's wrong with him. He's got this super, look what time of day it is. It's 8 o'clock. It's almost 9 o'clock, and he's just getting to work, and he's a little perturbed about that. This is Piers right here. Piers is an aide. We've had aides in the past. It's been a long time. The man and the focus. This is a first-year student. Dun, 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 dun. And as such, we're going to let them continue. Wow, look at all these torches. Good gracious. Thank you, Brittany. That's Brittany. She's headed back down. Why don't we have her work on something? She's going to need a lot of shovels. She is going to build a rabbit hutch right here, and we might not be able to build it. So let me see if we can. Oh, no, there she goes. Yay. Okay, so this is a druid. This is a druid sanctuary, druid retreat city. This is going to be a retreat, and so druids use rabbits, and so we always have a rabbit hutch for them, and that's what we're putting in here. And here we can take off these corners on this. And hello, Carmelo. What's going on with you? Carmelo is 11 and 19 to focus. That's actually good. He's a kid. We've got a lot of kids. But I don't see anything right now that's going to make it okay, make him comfortable with us comfortable with him. So we're just going to have it be like that for right now. Why doesn't this come all the way around? Isn't that interesting? Let's do that. Here I can understand there's a tree and a tree here. So we have this tree right here. And we were thinking that we were going to put this tree back down. If we put it back down, it's going to be right smack dab in the middle of this place. But we have to have this tree. This is a significant tree with a lot of stuff here. So we're going to have it. So let's put it down and then let's see what we can do around it. So if we put it here, it's going to come down smack dab into this counter area right here. So there's one. We don't have to do them all, but we have to do at least 4. Because of the size of the tree, we have to at least do 4 pieces on the ground. So let's come over here and look, 2, 3, and 4 here. Why don't we go ahead and take this right here. Oops. Why don't we put this in the ground there? And 1, 2, 3, and we don't have the 4th one there. We might as well, because what are we going to do with that? This little spot right here. I don't think there's going to be anything we can do. So let's put that in. And let's bring this branch down right here and make this the full tree right here. Let's bring this branch out from there. And so that's enough to support this tree. And we lose just these 4 blocks here. So if we were to put in some different crafters in here, we can see what we can put in here that would work, that would fit, and that would make it that we had actual towns, people, reasons why the people would come here, that there's things to do in this place. So we can put 2 crafters or makers in here. Over here, it's going to be difficult to put something like an enchanter or something. I think we're just actually really going to have an enchanter tower some kind of way, and we'll figure out where we're going to put it. It would be right to have the enchanter in here. I would like it. The water hole, I'm okay with it being here, but that means that we'll extend these places a little bit and put a couple more markets on the side, especially on this side right here. So we can put another market here, a market here, and a market here, and on that. So that's 3 more markets. So we need a flower shop, we need a dye shop, we need not necessarily a carpenter, it would be too loud, but we could have a furniture, someone who makes furniture. Would that be loud? The part where they saw and all that, that might be too loud for here. We'll see. That they would have a shop somewhere else and they would just show off their furniture here. This part looks like it's a restaurant piece. And remember that restaurant piece we worked on? It won't work here. It's facing the wrong way. But if we have it so that it goes out to the side this way and across this way, I would almost rather that it did that. Then we could actually have people sit in areas over here maybe and do things. Wouldn't it be nice to have covered? It does rain here, so to have a covered eating area, maybe. I don't think I want it to be. I think they would rather have people walking around walking around with food. Let's try something Yes, I know. I didn't do that walkway. I'm so bad when I lose. Dun 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 dun! Leandro to the rescue. Thank you, Leandro. Yay! We now have a level 1 house right here. And Leandro's like, you do. How do you get to it? So let's put down a torch here. There used to be, and if there isn't, we're going to have to make one. We can make it right here. Come down right in the middle of this. And let's make the door come out here. And this comes out correctly. Good. And then we'll put ladder in. Let's put ladder into the space right here so that Bode can get upstairs. One more. There we go. And so then they can come here. Is there a problem? Are you the problem? Probably. And I think this is going to be okay. Can I get down? Yes. Can I get up? Yes. Do I need this to come up one more? Probably. Just to keep that from happening. And let's put a torch, a lantern right here. These are going to go away. Let's close these. We don't want him jumping off the side. Will he? Abso-freaking-lutely he will. So let's come here, and Bode is going to live here. Only because he doesn't have a place someplace else. We could have Riley live here and have Bode live in the Romina is 52 blocks away from where she should be. Riley's current work distance is too far. See where Ezra is? Her current work distance is also too far. All of these need housing in this area. It's too far. But Bode's was 180, something ridiculous like that. So if we unassigned him, we would see Bode is now homeless. So let's assign him to here. All of them are tucked in, and this is the house. Let me go to the tavern for a minute and see if it's better. I don't think it is, because Ezra is in the tavern and it's saying she is 62 away from where she is. Caitlin. Oh, wait, no. Yes, right here. Let's look at the housing. So Bode is 69 from here and 28. Brittany is not here. Deleza. I don't know whether it's Deleza or Deleza. Deleza. I was hoping that someone would help. Like Jelly. Maybe she will. 52, 61, 62. I'm going to give Riley the closer place and have Bode live here. Even though that means he has a farther distance, it's on the edge. But it's better that our doctor gets to the hospital sooner, and so we're going to put her here in the house here, Riley. And so this is where she's going to be, right here. so she doesn't have a huge commute, and that takes care of her. And then we need to have more housing in this area. I'm not ready to have any level 2s yet. So we have an empty house for the miner, which is the other person. Where are we at? Oh good, we have some time. We have about 25 minutes. Yay! Excellent. So we do have, don't I have something here still? I have a why am I going all the way to the balloon when I still have a sleeping bag? Or did I take it up? I bet I did. I did take it up. Let's make these go away. Yes, we're still working with those things. Tavern, where's my sleeping bag? It's gone again. Oh, did I leave it? I bet I left it somewhere. Did I leave it in Arnaaluk someplace? I probably did. Oh! Leave the bed. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do first. And let me look here and see if it's here. It actually isn't here. Interesting. Okay. Now go to bed. Especially since it's raining. The pouring. The old man is snoring. Okay, and there is our balloon, so that means we're going up to get out. And here we are. And tomorrow everyone will be moving to their new homes. And Riley is very excited. She has got a new home. Yay! Okay. And Ezra is walking across the fields to her place to do research. And what research is she doing? Hold on. Let's come here and let us change into a survivalist. A survivalist, a person with hearts, and a being with hearts, so that I can't damage the hut block. And civilian. Wait, hold on. She's not doing any research, so she finished. So we were able to build the library. We have some first aid. This first aid is the beginning of health points. This is happiness here, but that's when you get to a level 2. Higher learning is for school kids. We're not ready yet. This is what we're ready for, diamond. And we can't do this without a level 2 town hall, which we don't want to build yet. So we won't have a graveyard until then. So just remember, whew, that was close. Walk off that edge and die. Walk off that edge and be dead. Let's come here and go down. I would love to have some more builders. I would love to have a replacement for Tiago, is what I would like. So the tavern is there, the restaurant's there, which means that this is the marketplace right here, and right over here, right on the other side of this area right here, is in fact the warehouse. Here, and we're good so far. I believe that I brought a diamond back specifically for this purpose, for getting the mystic site done. Let's come to here, and diamond, sure enough. So we have diamonds, and they are over here. I didn't get a full stack from Arnaaluk because we don't need a full stack and yet. And so I decided to do that. These roses were supposed to be to make dye if we needed it. We got it from them. There are tools here. There's coal. And so we're good to go. Let's go back and get Ezra and Bode to work on this. Let's take a light so we can actually see where we're walking. Here we go. And we can cut through the market to get to that right over there. That is the way up to the university. And we're using this university because it actually has a telescope. We're using the jungle university because of that. And so now we have this, so we can come here and do ambition. So they will work on that. Meanwhile, let's come to combat. So for tactic training, we need blocks of iron. Wow. So we need 3 blocks of iron. Why? Because we have to unlock a barracks. Why? Because we have to be able to get an archery. That's what we're after. And that needs 6 blocks of iron. So plus a level 3 barracks. So yeah, that kind of thing. We did the leather already for the armor so that their armor is better. And what that means is guard armor is tougher, which is good, so in case they fall. This is the next thing that we want. Nope. We don't need that. We will for the paranormics, but we don't need that right away. But it is a level 1 piece, and all of those things are at Arnaaluk. So we need 8 each, and we need spider eye, bone, and flesh. Now, the flesh is something I'm going to have to work out with, I have to work it out with the skeletons so that we are allowed to have flesh. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. And that'll work. Okay. Bless you. So Ezra is feeling chilly up here. This is why we're wearing Norse clothing. It is cold up here. There is snow. There are some snow hills over in that direction, and there is snow on top of the trees sometimes when it rains. So we are high enough. Don't jump. But now I have a better understanding. Let me see. Is she here? Yes. So that means that the entrance is here. Let's go down and see if we can find somebody. Somebody who... Did we look at Carmelo? Do those numbers look the same? 19? Yeah. We looked at him. Her. Sorry, Carmela. And I'm looking for the little marks that mean that there are visitors about. I see that visitor. I don't see any other right now. Let's see if they are over on the other side here. It's going to be pretty thick in this area, and when they go see over the sides like that, and this is Gatlin. Oh, he's a cutter. We've had cutters before, and they're very good people. There's Mana and Focus. At the minimum, this would be a child we would be taking. However, let's look at the what's needed for a builder. I'm going to cough. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let me get something to drink for a second. A builder is adaptability and athletics. The adaptability is first. If it was the other way around, that the adaptability was 17 and the athletics was 12, I think we would take him, but not for this. And since it's a kid, unless they match something perfectly. Oh, the miner. Hold on a minute. Wait, is he still here? Did he vanish? I don't think so. There he is. We forgot that we need a miner also. Hi, I'm sorry. I know. Let me look and see if you have what it takes to be a miner. So a builder is adaptability and athletics, and a miner is strength and stamina. So strength is 11 and stamina is 3. Okay. So yeah, so okay. I get it. You're not gone. It looks like Leonardo came home with something. Oh no, that's Bode. Bode, are you still complaining? Bode, let me see you. I fixed it. It's like, okay. You're not too far away anymore. I think they have to be over 100 to be too far away. I don't like them being over 60. So the ones that are here, that's the reason why we're looking for another builder. So I'm walking through the forest at night, but I'm looking for another visitor. Should have a few. Unless this is a transition time. And then they start going over the sides. Waiting for the balloon. Waiting for someone to pick them up. It'll be nice. They'll be waiting for to have them come over like they're waiting for the balloon here to leave. That would be very fun. So see right here. Dun 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 dun! Do we want something here? My goodness. Let's hope that they're good. I mean, if they fell, they'd just fall to here. And then they could get back up. So it's not as bad as it seems. Although right now, oops, let me get the light. I forgot. And we'll do this. So yeah, So I don't have any more people. I see one over here, but I have a feeling it's one of the ones I've looked at already. And it is. And there might be some down in the meadow, because sometimes they go down as far. And sure enough, there is one down in the meadow. So we're going down to the meadow here and look and see who this is. And we'll probably find out it's, oh, wow. Look at her. Look what she's done. She is getting to it. Kasem, a cheddar. Wow, an actual cheddar. So we need adaptability and strength. Adaptability and a builder. Adaptability and athletics. Kasem's good. Let's look at the minor for a minute. And the minor is strength and stamina, and those are mismatched. Adaptability is good, 18, and athletics. Adaptability and athletics. If we're going to take this person, we would need to take them now. Where'd they go? Oh no, where are they? Did they run away? Did they actually disappear? Let's put a light on for a second. Did they? Wow. I think they did. I think we just missed them. It looked like we had a half of a meat pop left to investigate and to make up our mind, but apparently not. That's a wolf right there. Hello, you. Yeah. What? What? I'm not going to give you anything. You don't want to be following me around, believe it. Okay, so with the amount of time that we have left, this is fascinating right here. Let's see what other things that she needs. This is Brittany, and Leandro's not doing anything. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's turn back into a magical person. Let's turn back into a mermaid, and so that I can decide what other house. I need another house in that area, since Bode and since we have people living in the tavern. They're not supposed to be living in the tavern. And that's why we want to have more houses. Now we put this house here. We knew we were putting it underneath this area right here. We have this area with this tree. We could still have something right here for this tree that doesn't interfere with this house. And let's look at the jungle houses that we have for a second. Jungle. That was jungle. That was jungle. Let me look at something. Let's look at tropical. Pical. This is Thaler and John and Sam and Ray and Thordor all working together to get some beautiful new piece. There is only one house with this new set, and it's this house right here. Let's come up for a second. Okay, this is impossible. So we can't do anything with this because it's meant to be in the swamp,
and it'll just, even though it has these, I don't like, I mean, we have them for the university. I don't really want to do this. And now that I think about it, this university might be a university. I said jungle, but this might actually be the tropical university. Hold on for a second. It is. The minute I saw those poles on the bottom, it's like, that's what this building's like. I don't know that I want to have a bunch of those. And this house is huge. This house is huge, yep. And so this is fine for where it's meant to be, in the tropics, in the jungles. This would actually be okay even maybe in the jungles. It's meant for swamps and for coastlines and things like that, like where witches put those little shacks of theirs. This is where you could put these things, but let's switch to jungle. So these are our houses in the trees right now. So luckily for us, there are 2 houses in residence. An alternate house was added, and even though it reads like a dorm, it reads like a dormitory, and we might want to have a dormitory near the kids, near the university, for when we have children who are attending university. This would be enough housing for most of them. And I think that we might want to do that. And if we had a dorm home for the kids, let's look in this area. So we were talking about putting some things in this area here, but we want housing for children in this area, and we need to expand the border here, because I would like this to go out in this direction, and that is going to take a guard tower or a guard balloon. I thought this balloon was going to do it, but it's on the wrong side of this building. We would need a balloon here. This guard tower that's over here allowed for us to be able to put this balloon here, so that there was space for that. It would probably stretch as it grew to a level 5. This would probably push out a little bit here. But I don't want to have to do that right now. So out from this walkway right here, which is 100, that's somebody.
Yeah, it's a delivery.
Okay,
I think.
that didn't sound like a delivery.
Go see.
Okay. Somebody at our door. Let me look for a second and see what's happening. I got distracted. Oh, what level this is at. This is at 152. .152 is the lower floor of the university right here, and this is going into the woods that we want to extend into. So we can have a house here, we can have a private home here, wait the border, and that's all we can have right now. So we can do a dorm and a private home. It was a delivery. Yes?
Stuff is with a percussion instrument.
Wow, that
Requires
was
signature.
fast. Oh, the signature. Oh, they're getting strict again.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, honey. Thank you for getting that. Look at Bode. He's looking out here and going, yes, I would like to live in a dorm right here. And it's like, okay, well, let's look at the dorm then. Let's X. And let's come and let's touch down here. And let's go to residence and the alt residence. And let's bring it around level 5 so I can see what it looks like and where the doors are. And let's put it here. So this is very much like a dorm house because the beds are downstairs, easy to get to. We can put desks in near the beds and that'll work perfectly. The other thing is I'm making it specifically sit on this tree. There it is. See that part right there? I need that at the heart of this tree because this is the tree it's sitting on. So there are 2 trees here, or is there one? Wait, what's happening here? There shouldn't be anything coming down from this house. This is the university. Good. Okay. This tree right here is the one that we can have it sit on. But this brings that part out too far. See where it is in relationship to this walk. This house is too far this way. Turn this. This isn't, we're not going to be able to do this one. Unless we have a crooked mile, unless we put in a jagged walkway here and have this be here like this. So see up here, this is where they party hardy. I'm not going to put them here. We'll put an actual house here. Let's go back. Let's see the residence and let's see where the tree is for this. Is it in exactly the same place? That's what it looks like right here. Sure enough. Okay. So there is the tree. We can put it more this way. And like this. And now let's see what we get with this walkway. Level 5. Residence level 5 is going to be a huge house sitting right off of here, looking over at the university right here like this. But I think that's actually okay. Look at the view. Oh, this works perfectly. Look, they actually can see through the trees where they should be able to, with the balcony being right there. And then the bedrooms over here, their rooms have more privacy, or there'll be other houses in this area. This one will work. We're just going to have to curve the road here. And that's why Jungle has curved roads. This has to be at 152, and it's saying it is. It just doesn't look like it. 152. Let's bring this over for a minute. It's not. That's 152. All right, so now let's push it back. And yeah, that works really nicely right here. So let's turn this and put it back on this piece right here. There's the tree, and bring the tree up
and put most of the tree there, there. Let's put it back in one. Which way is better? There's no tree there, so it is better if it's here. There's tree there, and let's move it this way. 2, and there is tree there. So that's the major portion of the tree sticking right there on this tree, but it's out too far. Let me put it there. Level 1, and let's come here and let us assign a builder. All right, so here's a problem, everybody. So see where this is? How's this going to work? Let's do a jungle piece across and see if that works. So let's come to here, infrastructure, roads, and here is the diagonal walk right here. Now, is this the one that has, this one shouldn't have any jungle underneath it, and it doesn't, and there it is. So this diagonal walk is the one that we need to go by this housing. So let me look here, and let me bring this out. Let's look at this piece. So there's the piece right there, coming there, and there's the break right there. So this is the end of the walk right here, and look at that cutting. Look at that cut. That's perfect. So we can have this walk be here first. So the way they're going to get here is to come up through here and let us, I don't want the level 4 or 5 for this. Let's go back for a second to infrastructure, roads, diagonal. Level 4 is made out of heavy, heavy stone, and we don't actually want it. Level 3, I don't want it. I don't want it. I just want the wood one. So we'll use the wood pieces here for this, and that goes right out past this house, just like that. Whoop! There's nothing there yet. So let us construct this, and let's X, and this is now here. We can take this away. Let me take, I need an axe. So let's pull this out for a minute. Take the axe, we don't need that part. And now, let's come here and let's have Leandro build this, build the building so that I can put on the glasses and see where this building is. And there we are. I can see, put on the glasses and see that part right there where that is. I need a piece to come out right here and meet this piece right here. So let's go to here. Let's go to infrastructure. Let's go to roads. Let's do a jog or do a short straight, short diagonal. Let me see the short diagonal. Hold on, the short diagonal might be interesting. Let me see if I can see it. So the walkway would be here like this, and then the short diagonal would intersect this here. Now that's too long. We'll have to use a straight. So there's nothing here. I have to remember there's actually nothing there. Let's come back here and let's use a different one. So let's go back and let's use the jog. We could use the jog if it still exists. We definitely want a 3-block walk. Let me see for a second. Hold on, let's ask. Am I standing on something? No, I'm not. Okay, so there's a 3-block walk piece. And let's put it here. See right there where that is? That's this. That's what we need to be right here. And we need a second one. 1, 2, 3 to be there. Well, if we're going to do that, then we then we actually need this is here. We actually need a medium. So let's return, and there is a medium jog. This is what I was looking for, this piece. Let me put it here. Let's put this here, and let's put this right here. So the fact that we're using jungle in this birch forest doesn't really bother me so much. These are druids. They like, I mean, do we think about when we're putting cedar? Do we think about when we're putting certain things? We know that we're not using indigenous trees in this area, but this is old growth forest and it can take it. And that's how we're going to think about it, that this is old growth and it can actually handle the fact that we're not doing. I actually like this wider piece right here, and so we're going to construct this. And now if this was a thing where we had to ship this from farther than we are shipping it from, that would probably not be a good thing. But I can still see that. That's X. That's what I needed to do. And I still have the glasses on, but that's okay. I need them for a minute to look at what this does. So let's take that off and let's connect these together here. Let's remove this. We don't need that. And that is going to the end of that walkway. Let's move this piece here and fill this in right here, and then we can put this here. So right where this house is, this part of this expands out right where this house is for this house area, and that works. And this is how he's going to get here. So how do I keep him from breaking his freaking neck working on this? I don't know. I think the easiest way for me, since I can see that this is going to be here. Oops. No, I don't know what's going to be underneath. Let's see what happens when he starts working on it. He should be able to stand right here and build the whole place. I mean, how are these jungle people building this? How is jungle working for real? Is what I want to find out. So that's what we'll do. Find that out right here. This is the school right here. And if we wanted right here, why don't we bring up a piece right here to signify the end of the school area and the beginning of the walkway right here. This also makes it possible that, see this tree right here? Which tree is this? Do I still have on the glasses? I do. So I can see, but I can't see where that other tree is in the middle of the night. I can barely see it during the day, much less right now. How much do you want to bet this is our tree for the house? Where's the house? Oh, yay! Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so the house is here, and this house is here. And so that means there isn't a house here. So if we wanted, we could put a ground house there and then have a second taller house here. But the ground house would fit underneath. And this right here, see, we can have another house right in this area right here. Right here where this tree is. We would have to have it go down, the walkway go down in this part right here. No. And where's that piece? Here it is, right here. Let's bring this up on both sides so they can attach to that. And then we have this. So we'll see how many we can do. Right here, this tree could be on the ground right here. And let's look and see if there's enough room now. There might be some room pushed back. Not enough. See that right there? So we can't go beyond the border for that tree or for this one. We're still on the other side of the border here. And there isn't anything I can do about that. This tree is practically inside, but I think it's going to say that it's outside. And this tree is inside here. So see this one right here? But this is the one that we were talking about, that we would have to, we would have that piece sticking out the whole time, the bottom. It's really hot. Ah, yeah, Jelly. It must be because, what's the temperature here? I'm after hours. I've got Jelly. You're hydrating. How about me? I have had some. I have indeed. Jelly, I'm like 18 minutes past the 3-hour mark. Just so that I could see you in chat. Oh my goodness. Let me look at the temperature. Oh, it's only 70 here. We're actually in a much better place. Sorry about that. It did go up to 80 yesterday, but it's not that today. Okay, because I have to go, people. I'm doing it again. I'm late for a very important date. 104 in June. Oh. Whoa. It's 60, yeah. Well, that's Seattle. That's the Pacific Northwest. 104? Oh my gosh. It's 104 in Tucson. Vincent just went, nope.
Both of us are desert-raised
Be
kids.
asking Finland for asylum.
He said he would be asking Finland for asylum. Oh my gosh. Don't be late. Yes, thank you. Love you too, Jelly. And thank you. I'm so glad you got a chance to be here for a second. And yes, for everyone who's been watching, thank you very much to everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm wearing the goggles. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll continue doing some things. And we'll see what happens with that project that we have in the town hall. But everyone, enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. Strong John, thank you for being in chat as well as Jelly. And this is it, people. We've been listening to, it's my favorite part of Dronehead's music, this part that's playing right now. I love it. It's grand and gorgeous. Okay, and now we're going to listen to Vincentus Primus cutting in here. So bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.